What's up, everybody? John Eric Polai here with my MMA news, and today we're going to be taking a deeper look at the main event of UFC 294, which goes down this Saturday night. It is the big epic rematch with Islam Makhachev defending his lightweight title against the featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski. Of course, we saw these two fight back in February. They provided an awesome back and forth fight, and now we're going to get to see it for a second time. For me, I'm going to give you guys my prediction right at the top here, then we'll kind of work our way through things. And I'm going to go with Islam Makhachev to retain. I'm not super confident about that. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The big reason as to why I'm leaning that way is because this fight comes on just 11 days notice. That's it. And the reason why it comes on just 11 days notice is because we were supposed to see Makhachev take on Charles Oliveira. That, of course, also another rematch there, but Oliveira had to withdraw from the fight after suffering a injury with a cut over his eye in training. First off, kudos to Volkanovski being the gangster that he is, taking this fight on 11 days notice. Makhachev, tough guy to fight with a full training camp, never mind only 11 days of notice. And one thing just also to note with all this too, the UFC did ask Dustin Poirier to fight. Poirier actually made that known on Twitter. He said the UFC called. He did say yes, but the UFC went in the direction of Volkanovski. And listen, fun fight. We saw it back in February. And let's remember back in February, everybody, what everybody said. It was, if Islam Makhachev gets his hands on Volkanovski, he's going to ragdoll him, he could take him down, he's going to win the fight. But if Volkanovski stuffs the takedowns, Makhachev's in trouble because nobody wants to box with Alexander Volkanovski because he has such great boxing. Well, guess what happened? Volkanovski stuffs the takedowns, but Makhachev showed that he can strike, something that people didn't really realize or at least respect in his game there. And kudos to Makhachev for showing that wrinkle of his game and for evolving and always growing within the sport and being able to do that there. Here's one thing that I will say. Volkanovski has the power to knock out Makhachev. I feel like he had him hurt a couple times in their meeting back in February. That's going to be his best bet to victory here, I think, especially on 11 days notice. Can he knock him out is going to be the question. Obviously, we're going to find out Saturday night, but just based off of the way how we saw things play out in February, then not to also to add the fact too that this fight is just on days notice. I feel like a lot more favors the champion here to be saying, and still not to mention that the odds makers really like Makhachev, having him as a 2-1 betting favorite in this one. So this seems like things are leaning towards the champ, but I will say if you're going to bet on Alexander Volkanovski, I would do it by knockout. I think that's his best way to win this fight. Not saying he can't win a decision, of course, but I just feel like if he's going to do it, it's going to be by knockout. Makhachev, though, feel like he's going to be the better fighter in this one. Most likely, I think this fight goes the distance, though. Obviously, you never know with these two being in there, but still, I really feel like that'll just the fact that this is on 11 days' notice really favors Islam Makhachev to be taking that title back to Dagestan.